So you can see this is a push-pull. As I pull, the top cable opens the throttle, and it should be that the bottom closes. It doesn't work. It's basically seized. So I've got new cables. What I'm going to be doing is changing both of these. Both of these. Let's just turn the racket off. Now this isn't going to be a how to do it, this is just me doing it. You should see lots of mistakes. However, I'm all for health and safety, so I'm wearing my high-vis Crocs because that's really important. Now the thing that really annoys me is they say buy a naked bike, it's easy to work on, you haven't got to start taking panels off. Okay, so my first job, I've read the manual. I actually read the manual, I know. I had to go and lie in a darkened room really. But the first job is to take off this. And then the next job is to take off the tank. Apparently I've got to take both those off. However, I can't take the tank off until I've taken the seat off. So the first few jobs are going to be remove that, and then remove that. That should keep me going for quite a while, shouldn't it? Right, let's see what happens. So the first job is to open this cover. So you have to pull from the bottom. Once you've done that, you can then give the top a good pull. Thus revealing this. Now, the humorous bit about it was, I read it in the manual, and the next stage was either just pull it off, or if there are screws, undo the screws. I can't see any screws, but I can see some bolts. So I think that's what we'll do next. We'll remove some bolts and see what that brings us. So the first thing we do is removing 3 10mm bolts. Okay, not too tight actually. I had loosened the top one slightly, but there you go, I hadn't. So almost nicely done, but not too tight. Right, so having removed the big box, next thing to do is undo the seat, which are firstly doing these bolts there and there. That will then allow us apparently to see under here where we've got another 2 to deal with. Right, let's get cracking. Now, one of the things that the manual said is to take particular notice of the order that these washers go on the nuts, etc. So it may come as a bit of a shock to you, but I've actually taken some photos to make sure. Yeah, it's professional this, isn't it? So the seat was really easy to remove, just those 3 bolts, and then as you can see here, I'm now lifting up the tank so I can undo what I need to undo. All quite straightforward and pretty boring, to be honest. I even use the camera as support to make it easier. Right, finally we've removed the box off the side, we've removed the seat. That's allowed us to get to the tank, which is now fully disconnected and removed. And there's the top of the frame. Wow. All I've got to do now is start dealing with the bits down here. These bits down there. So first things first will be loosening off these, allowing to loosen these, and then I can remove the offending articles. Should be a bit of fun, shouldn't it? And I've got to find the routing back, which I suspect is something to do with these, up this side, back up to the headstock. Oh, exciting stuff. Right, let's carry on. And finally, everything's back together. So basically everything goes back together, the reverse of just taking it off. There's pointless showing you routing the cables because it's literally just passing them through and screwing into the unit up at the handlebar end. But yeah, quite simple job. As you can see, it's slightly different in appearance now because I've changed the air filter and the exhaust. So good morning, welcome to the morning after the night before. Everything's gone back together. Probably because of the air filter. It doesn't quite want to tick over. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of that and get that sorted. At least this way now I should be able to protect the original standard exhaust, which seems to be unavailable at the moment and has been unavailable since I've been looking at getting replacements. Feels more enthusiastic. I'll have to take it out for a test ride and see how it goes. If I find on the test drive that there's always vehicles come past when you're trying to do something, if I find that on the test drive it's misbehaving, this little package here from, as you can see, Hitchcock's will hopefully stop the emission system from interfering with it trying to work properly. It'll mean tearing a load of bits off it, but hey ho, give it a go. It's only basically rubber hoses and a couple of metal connectors. So far so good, but yeah, we'll see how it gets on before I decide whether or not I'm going to swap it across. That was a really easy job to do. All I've got to do now is find out what had caused the cable to seize. I'll let you know.